Hi, my name is Vladan Vuletic. I'm a professor of physics at MIT in Cambridge, Massachusetts. I would like to tell you about a phenomenon that we don't encounter much in everyday life, and therefore it's quite counterintuitive. It's the phenomenon of exponential growth that is very well known in science. Unfortunately, it is related to the spread of the virus COVID-19. What is exponential growth? Imagine that you start walking from home and every step that you take is twice as long as the previous one. How far would you get? Well, after 5 steps, it's easy to calculate. You would be at a distance of 16 meters from your home. Let's take another 5 steps. After 10 steps in total, we can still calculate this. We are now at a distance of 500 meters from your home, or a third of a mile. That's still a distance that we can easily imagine. Let's take more steps. What about another 15 steps or so? After 25 steps, believe it or not, you will have covered a distance that corresponds to walking once around the Earth. That's only after 25 such steps. Let's take another few steps, 10 or so. After 29 steps in total, you will have covered the distance from the Earth to the Moon. And after only 37 steps, you would have covered a distance that corresponds to the distance between the Earth and the Sun. That's the phenomenon of exponential growth. It starts very, very small and then grows incredibly rapidly. How is this related to COVID-19? If you replace the number of steps by time, let's say 2 to 3 days correspond to 1 step, and you replace the distance in meters by the number of cases of infected people by COVID-19, then you get a situation in most countries in the world. Here's the USA. You can see that it started out with very small numbers and grows exponentially, and today we have close to 10,000 new cases. The same situation is encountered in other countries. Here's the exponential growth of cases in Spain, and here's Italy. Italy took some countermeasures some about 10 days ago, and you can see that the initial exponential growth has been stopped and has been slightly reversed already. The first country to demonstrate this was China. Already on January 23rd, they took extreme measures in Wuhan and their Hubei province to isolate people from one another. And about 2 weeks later, they were successful. They had a peak around February 5th, and then this number of cases started to slowly decrease, slowly and then faster decrease. The unusually large number of February 12th is an artifact. It's due to a change in methodology, how they recorded cases. Basically, you should imagine this graph to mean that before February 12th, there was a proportionally larger number of cases, much larger than shown on this graph, so that it constitutes one smooth curve. So China has shown that it is possible to reduce the number of cases to new cases to a very small number, and today they have only 30 or so cases, the vast majority of which is imported cases, people coming back from other infected areas. So it can be done. Together we can stop the virus by working together and by being disciplined. Please stay at home, read a book, don't visit others, watch a movie, don't receive guests, work from home. If you have to go out, wash your hands very carefully, don't touch surfaces or your face. Avoid groups of people. Yoga you can practice alone. If you go shopping, ask your older neighbors who are particularly at risk if you can buy something for them. If we all work together and are disciplined and follow these rules, then in a few months, what we are experiencing today can look just like a bad dream. Let's do it. Thank you for watching this.